Hello, my name is Zhatelier, and welcome back for another episode of Valhalla Vanguard in Aurora 4X. And in previous episode we did a little bit of research, but there was not really much going on, so I decided to skip a little bit ahead of time, about a year or so, and we actually managed to get a sensor and fire control person here, or researcher, and we now got the research speed research. I'm gonna remove one of the research labs from the construction and production researchers. And we'll start researching some of the sensor technology here, because we will need a lot of these. We'll actually start with the EM sensor sensitivity, I think. So we'll create that. Then we'll put in the grav sensors, or active gravitational sensor strength to 10. And then we'll maybe get even the thermal sensor sensitivity up a little bit. And we could get the improved sensors as well, but those are rather expensive. Maybe we'll get the fire control speed rating to at least 2000. To get started, at least. That will be enough for that researcher. Then we got the defensive systems researcher, which again is still not the best for the job, but at the same time we don't have power and propulsion researcher, so the better one needs to be in there already. What we could do is we could start getting some of the shields up, or maybe damage control, thermal reduction. We'll get thermal reduction. It will make research a bit more expensive for the future ship. We'll probably not be using the thermal reduction in the next tier engines, but the engines after that, the iron engines. First we'll get the... hold on, now we have the nuclear thermal engines, then we'll get the nuclear pulse engines, then it's the iron engines, and then I don't actually remember what comes after that. I don't often get that far, quite frankly, or I don't necessarily research them all that quickly. But now that we got that, the research should be going a lot faster, well, at least a bit faster. Extra 20% plus the extra bonuses for that 20%, so yeah, it's not too bad. We'll see how long it takes that we get anything useful. I mean, we will be getting the jump engine efficiency up in due time. Let's actually pause for a quick moment to have a look. How long is it gonna take? Well, actually, it's gonna take a while. So the next thing that we get is in year 23 from the research section, and construction factories will be done by the end of that. We'll actually put in more construction factories, so what we've got going is gonna reach 300 construction factories. I'm gonna build another 50. You'd probably want at least 500, but I may need to go a bit lower numbers because we need to hurry in a lot of ways. So another 50, we'll probably put in another extra 50 mines as well, which should be getting us to 300 mines, I believe, plus the automated mines that we'll be having. And there's a lot of projected usage for our minerals right now, but at the same time, still I'm mining a little bit. I mean, we got at least a decade of the minerals here most of the time. But we will run out of the materials soon enough. I mean, there's two things that we will have here. Actually, three. Duranium, tritanium, and thorium. Tritanium is used a lot in missiles. Duranium is used in pretty much everything, and thorium is for the fuel, so we'll be fine for a while. Well, there's actually a decent bit of boronite as well. But we got somewhat good setup there, and we still haven't gotten the survey report from the planet that we sent the team into, so that's going to be interesting what they find. They've gotten, I think, 1 or 2 more skill upgrades in the past, or between the time skipping, or in the time skipping the episodes is what I mean. But yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully they can find a lot of minerals there, but it's most likely it's going to be a little bit extra something, if anything. But you can sometimes hit the jackpot in those. At the same time, once we get the jump efficiency... once we get the jump engines researched, basically, we might want to start researching the... Oh, there we go, they got another skill increase, so the total skill is now 98. It was 83 when in the previous episode, so yeah, there we got a fair bit of upgrades there. And they're still not done. I forgot what I was going to say, but I mean, yeah, sometimes you... Ooh, they did find something. Hold on, let's pause that for a moment. There we go. So they found... additional deposits of carbamide. Increased from 18 million to 135 million. Unfortunately, the accessibility didn't increase. But at the same time, it's still a decent increase in the number. It was over here, the team. We can disband that there, and do we still have a moon that we... I suppose this moon. Just making sure, yeah, it is the Corundian moon. Let's send them over here now. Unassigned only. And create a team. That's gonna be 98. That's a decent skill. And let's see, so it was this one. Yeah, the carbamide is now rather numerous, but still the accessibilities are quite terrible. See, we need Galisa. I mean, Galisa is used in engines, if I remember correctly. I could be mistaken, but that sounds fairly familiar at least. So, engines, and of course then thorium is used in jump engine, plus making fuel. But yeah, there's a carbamide, neutronium, Galisa. Neutronium is used a lot in making shipyards and such, and that sort of stuff, so it is a very useful thing to have, but the 15,000 is not very much. And over here, the total amount of 20,000. I mean, we could easily mine this empty and get some of the minerals back. But this one, I certainly hope that we'll get a good survey out of this. I mean, getting some extra minerals and such would be useful. But we are still waiting for a lot of the research to happen so that we'll get the jump engines. I'm actually going to pause for a moment and quickly even up at the start of the month. I'm going to quickly have a look at what's going to happen next. Net events, there's nothing. In November we're going to get another... Yeah, we're going to get the construction factory, so we're just going to go with 30-day increments right now. It should be fine. Oh, team skill upgrade. Increased to 103. It's not bad at all. Administrator, we got a lot of things, especially... Oh, skill increased once again. So it's 108. I think that team might be quite useful soon enough. Production of the construction factory has been completed and we started building construction factories. It's like I planned that or something. But yeah, we currently have 300 there. The build speed is a decent one now. If we go up to 500, that's going to be useful, but at the same time, we will start running out of minerals soon. And since we don't have a huge amount of minerals in our solar system, that's going to be a problem. I mean, we got a lot of minerals, just not huge accessibility, so we won't be able to feed the industry as much. So I think I'll stop at 350 or maybe 400. Might go for 400. Let's actually increase that to 400 now. So we'll just make sure that that's 100. Modify that. So it's going to take a bit longer, but 400 factories will be enough for the most part. Because if you get too much construction factories, then they'll... Sure, you'll get things built quickly, but that will eat through your minerals quite fast, and that will be a problem. Especially for us. Now then, yeah, actually, I think the next thing is just gonna be quite a ways away still. Oh, inactive lab. We got another lab built. Let's have a look at the research anyway. But the next thing is going to be in June, then August, September, and then it's going to be next year. Of course, we could increase some of these researches. For example, if we increase this one, we'll get the jump engine research done a bit quicker. We'll get that done in March. Then we can start researching some other things with that particular researcher. For example, we could start researching the better reactors, which will then unlock the better engines, and then maybe get the fuel consumption rate while we research the jump engine stuff with the other one. I think that'll be fine, but we're gonna go with 5-day increments right now, just so that we don't lose too much. Oh, we got the gravitational survey sensors completed. That reminds me, we'll set up I'll copy the design, rename that to Longboat B. I usually name the number ones, so it's going to be Longboat 2 once we get the better engines and such. But right now we're going to remove 2 of the geological survey sensors and put gravitational survey sensors instead. At the same time, well, we might actually have to take... I don't know. We might actually rename this to Longboat 2 instead, because we will probably try to get at least the nuclear pulse engines for this. Just so that we can remove one of the engines and still have a bit faster speed. Which will give us a room, not necessarily enough room for the jump engine, but almost enough, I'd say. And then if we get the better armor, that is also going to lower the size that we need for that. We may need to lower the fuel capacity a little bit to like 1.5, 1.3 million, somewhere around there. But we'll see. And honestly, we might have to soon start getting the freight or the cargo handling systems researched, just so that we can then get the freighters and we can start ferrying in the automated mines elsewhere, because we will need to send those out soon. Our research completed. Squadron size. There we go. So we'll go over here. You're the only researcher that is not researching anything, so you'll start researching the reactor technology. Sure enough, it's gonna take a while, but we don't really have another option. And we do need that to get the better engines, the nuclear pulse engines. Now then, we don't have anything queued up at the production here. The question is, do I want to add in more mines? I suppose I could. It's gonna be a bit expensive. We'll put in another 50 mines. That's the final mines that we'll build here, other than automated mines. And then we'll start ferrying the mines out of here for the next colony that we do. Because we will run pretty low, or we will run pretty low on minerals sooner or later here. Yes, the depletion is... total depletion, according to this estimation, is 78 years, but the lower you go, especially... we can already see that the accessibility has dropped from the start a little bit. The less there is, the harder it is to mine the remaining. It will probably not drop below 0.1, but it will drop to 0.1 most likely. Right, so we got the research completed. Is there... what's going to be the next one? That's going to be in August by the looks of it. So we'll just keep on going. But yeah, with the jump engines, they will be taking about 20 hull size. Wasn't that much? Yeah, it is. Which is a fair bit. It's about 1,000. Yeah, 1,000 tons, so we need to make sure that we'll have enough room for that. which we might not have. But we'll see. Got another officer. I mean, we are getting a lot of officers here. Production. Completed mines, started in mines. Okay. Is there anything... What's the next thing that will be completed? In production. Automated mines by the looks of it. I think what I'll do... Hold on, is there any ship components that we need to get right now? We could get the nuclear... or commercial nuclear thermal engines, but at the same time, if we are researching the better engines, we might as well wait for those before we start producing them to save up some of the minerals and such. At the same time, we could get more fuel refineries. We will get another 25 of these. We got 42 million liters of fuel, but at the same time, once we start getting a lot of freighters and explorers and or the longboats and so forth, then we will be using a lot of our fuel. So we do need to increase the production quite dramatically. And of course, we will be building the thorium harvesters, which I will be calling the whalers, because I think that's Viking enough. Research completed. Jump drive efficiency 5. So now I think we can start designing the jump drive or jump engines. Right. Size 20 is exactly 5,000. So at T1 over there, just so it's easier for me to track that what is new and what is not. So this is going to be the tier 1 jump engines. Create that, then we'll create the commercial jump drive, which will need to be a lot bigger. But still, tier 1 will be plenty. I mean, we'll assign one of these for each colony ship and so forth. We'll create that. The research is going to take a while, but I think we can manage that. So now that we got these, we'll just need to research the military jump drive first. Create that. And then we'll queue up that one. And it shouldn't take too long. Seems to be in January we get military jump drives. Then we can build some of those. Or can? No, we can't. I mean, you technically can, but probably won't. Oh, hold on, we got a lot of mines in there. What did we... Oh. We're gonna go for 350 then. Oh yeah, I suppose that's fine. I'm a bit surprised, but yeah, I'll take that. Since we have it queued up already, although we could... Yeah, once we get the research for the jump drives done, we'll take one of these mine productions out of the queue and assign the jump drives there to get them all constructed quickly, and then... Yeah, we will need to take out one of the engines at least, and... How long until the... Oh, the armor is almost completed, actually. Let's jump forward in time a little bit to get that. There we go. Started working on the signature, but now if we go here, the longboat B, which we'll probably rename to longboat 2, but... New armor, so it has 5.2 of the hull size is armor right now. With the new armor, it's going to be 4.3. So we saved a little bit of room there. At the same time, hold on, how large is the... Yeah, we'll probably need to take about 2 of the large fuel storages and then one of the engines out for the longboat 2. So we'll already rename this to longboat 2 because we will be trying to get the better engines here. Right, and speaking of which, yeah, defensive systems only have 1. Pebble Bed reactor is gonna take a while. Actually, once we get the military jump drive, we'll reallocate some of the, at least one of the research labs for the Pebble Bed reactor technology research, just to get that one done a bit quicker. And okay, another research lab is going to take a long while before it's completed. but now that we got the better armor, it has the same strength. I mean, survey vessels probably will be better without armor, just to have more. Oh, just survey completed. Come on, game. There we go. Right, so we completed. They didn't actually found. Yeah, they didn't find any new minerals there, but we've done the survey on everything else but this. I mean, there is a little bit on. Hold on. No, actually, there's no other resources that we've found, so I'm not going to waste the time on the survey team by sending them there. We'll send this team now, and I'm pretty sure that we will find something. I don't know how much or what, but I'm pretty sure that we'll find something. I mean, if we could up the accessibility of the Duranium, for example, and the Corundium, that'd be excellent. Then we could... I mean, hold on, this is technically colonizable. It's not easy to colonize, but it is colonizable. But one thing that I could do is just get some construction brigades and make sure that we leave a bit of a buffer for the stockpiles for the Duranium and Corundium, and then just have the construction brigades build more and more automated mines there. So we don't need to worry about the colonization costs or anything like that, and we can then still increase the size. But of course, transporting the construction brigades takes a fair bit of work to get all the technology for that, and to research the construction brigades in the first place. It will be useful. We will most likely use them in certain places, or some places. Okay, we got the engine research. So we'll take away one of those, sign it over there. But it will speed up the research a little bit. And then what we'll do is we'll start producing the jump drives. I think we'll build 5 for now. That will probably be enough. So we'll place that. We'll take one of these mines out of the production. And now we'll be producing those. Once we have those, well, I mean, we can at least add that to the design over here in the longbow 2. Now we will need to take out, yeah, if we take 2 of those, and then we'll remove one of the engines. It's almost, we may need to take a little bit more. Maybe, we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, the jump drive is currently too small. But I mean, this is not a final design. We'll do the final later on once we get the engines. And we will actually... I'll take another one out of that. Design it there, just so that we get that research done as quickly as possible. So it's going to be done in 2 years right now. It's still not quite optimal. If we could only get decent power and propulsion research, that'd be nice. We did have one at the beginning. It wasn't very skilled, but died right away, so that was a bit unfortunate. But we'll do our best to try to get ourselves some better things. And that's one of the reasons why I tend to build the Military Academy level 2 as quickly as possible, just so that we'll get more research. Oh, should survey completed? Oh, they didn't find anything. But speaking of the devil, we actually got a power and propulsion researcher. Skill level 10. So it's not the best, but we'll cancel that. Yes. And we'll assign the 4 lamps for that, so it still has the higher bonuses than the energy weapon. Not a huge bit, but still a little bit better, so that is actually going to be researched December next year. And they will probably get a little bit of skill level up there sooner or later. Let's see, and the missile warhead research will be done soon enough. We might want to queue up something else for that researcher then. For example, the missile agility. Yeah, we'll queue up that. But it actually appears that we are out of time for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.